trees and bees and flowers and seas. It's the Lolly Planet.
Welcome again to Lolly Planet. I'm Lolly, and in this episode we are talking about clothing. The fashion industry has become the 5th largest polluter in the whole world, and even just in New Zealand our spending on clothing has gone up 80% in the last 20 years. And the reason for that is because clothing has become really cheap. We see stuff and it's $10 or $15, you wear it maybe once or twice, sits in your wardrobe, you buy another one, you buy another one. Just in New Zealand we send 100 million kilograms of material to landfills every year, which is pretty disgusting. That's a lot of waste. And it is not all doom and gloom, and I'm going to introduce you to a really inspiring lady who's finding solutions for all the fabric waste and helping the community at the same time.
Okay, so I'm Caroline O'Reilly and this is Vinnie's Reso. The project was set up to work with people but also to recycle materials that would otherwise go to landfills. We work with people with disabilities, mental health, migrants, refugees, basically anybody in the community, pain management, loneliness, and retirees. It's open to anybody. They come in and they sew items or prepare fabrics that we get donated from our shops. Hopefully some of them who may have not worked for a long time will get the confidence to go back and do some work and just somewhere to come and socialise and get back into the world. And cross-cultural, cross-age, cross-gender, where they wouldn't. We probably take about 4 or 5 bags a week, turn those into bibs, t-shirt tops, t-shirt bags, sanitary products, nursing pads. Really interesting thing about people coming along here is they make a bag or they make something and it takes them an hour and a half to do it, and they suddenly realise, how come my t-shirt only costs $5? $5 is ridiculous for a shirt that you can only wear 2 times. And you have to think, how can they make that for $5? There's got to be a problem here. Somebody is being ripped off. So I think that's part of our interesting part of our project, is people waking up to actually what's going on and how come the clothing is so cheap. And whereas before you might have had, there was only expensive clothing, so you'd only buy 1 item, now you can buy 6 or 7 items for the same cost. And where it only 2 or 3 times, it's the just buying for the sake of buying it. We actually have to, everybody has to pay for stuff to go to the dump basically, but we end up paying something like $18,000 a year in disposal fees of things that we couldn't use. With all the will in the world, we couldn't get through that amount of stuff because there's just too much of it.
Oh, it's been fantastic. She's absolutely amazing. She's very, very, very she's a pretty lady, and she smiles a lot. We're doing a fantastic job here, and I love it. I'm actually handling it very well, and that might be the end of the video.
When you buy so many pieces of just cheap clothes, we tend to not put any value into them, we don't appreciate them, we don't treasure anything. It's part of that whole disposable culture, like throwaway packaging, throwaway clothing, throwaway maybe even friendship. When you're buying clothes, just thinking about where they're coming from and where they're going to once you've used them. It's not as simple as just a $5 or $10 t-shirt. At the end of the day, the main thing is less quantity and more quality. Thanks for watching Lolly Planet. I'm Lolly. See you next time.
It's the Lolly Planet.